Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's time for another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal. And today we're removing the sweet pool noodles. We're actually going to go over to Texas Speed and Restoration. They're right here in Royce City, just down the street from my house. And I'm going to take the Vanderhall over there and see what they can figure out to make this better than pool noodles. Yeah, so here we go. Okay, get those right off. Perfect. Now, if we could just get the real top to remove that easily, that would be sweet. So we're going to drive over there right now and see what they can figure out. Hopefully, like I say, I'm hoping we can come straight off of here, you know, either tie into the actual lower mount, or maybe they'll fabricate this entire new piece that will then frame this windshield, come straight back and down into these roll hoops. I don't even care if they, you know, maybe they want to take these roll hoops out and make those into the top, which would make it not as quick to get off, or maybe make it clamp onto these just at the top or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna go talk to those guys and see what they say. So we'll be back in just a second. Not the most beautiful day, but it doesn't show that there's any rain in the forecast, and those don't show that they're rain clouds. And I'm also testing the audio on a GoPro as if it was mounted, I don't know, let's say to the dash right there. Driving around at these slow speeds is probably more than adequate with my little sock on it. That's my little sock like I have on that one. I have one on this one I'm talking into right now. And it picks up the audio just fine. I'm just trying to make sure that there's very little, if any, wind noise mixed into the audio. I'm okay with a little bit, but normally when I'm driving this thing around, I mean, it's so loud with the wind that you just can't hardly hear anything except wind. So we'll see how this works. Slow speed test is done. So something that's definitely not fun in a Vanderhall: traffic. It's like 90 something in Texas right now. I don't know, maybe it's only 80 something, whatever it is, but it's humid. And without any kind of breeze going, which, you know, now that I'm moving, it's not so bad, but as soon as you come to a stop sitting on this highway next to these big old trucks, man, it's really a beating. All for probably whatever this is happening right here. So nothing. Okay, so after talking with the guys at Texas Speed and Restoration, we came up with definitely bolting on here. So bolting onto this, because this is just underneath is one piece, like one piece of aluminum or whatever. So one piece of aluminum, and this piece on top that holds the mirror and everything just clamps on to the windshield so that the windshield, you know, doesn't fly away. Anyways, but yeah, potentially taking this off, right, and bolting in here, right, underneath these screws or on the back side or something, you know, yet to be determined, but definitely bolting onto this piece and then coming off of this with a 1-inch round bar all the way to here, nice and clean, so it leaves a little gap, right? Because I'm not worried about this thing being like waterproof, you know, like I just want the sun to be off my face, because like right now, even though it's not even that hot, I mean, it's pretty hot right now, it's definitely humid, just being in the shade makes so much of a difference. So yeah, so coming off this 1-inch and then coming back here with either double or single bar, and then teeing off here, and either maybe coming back here a little further so that I've got, you know, maybe some place to loop through to attach, you know, a piece of material and loop around the bar. But definitely clamping on to these roll hoops. So that way there's just clamps here, right? And running these bolts here, even if you have to get longer hardware, if you wanted to remove the entire top, you could do it with just 4 bolts, 2 clamps, and literally the pieces of canvas that I do. And you'll be able to just grab this thing and lift it straight off, go set it off to the side of your garage, put it back on whenever you want. So that's the plan. They took a bunch of pictures, took some measurements, and they're gonna play with it in their computer and kind of see what looks good and get back with me. I sent them pictures of my sweet pool noodles that I had up there, so they had an idea of what I was thinking about, and they got it. I mean, the guy's name is Brian. He's the owner, and he was super jazzed about it. Jazzed? Why did I say jazzed? I don't know. But he thought it would be awesome, so that's what we're going with. I'll update you guys pretty soon. Their shop is super busy. I didn't see an empty spot on the floor anywhere in there, so he'll eventually get back to me with a good time and everything to bring it by and drop it off and let them do that, kind of work their magic. But super cool guys, and again, I think they're going to take good care of the Vanderhall here. Too bad I'm not going to have it before I go to Houston. So speaking of Houston, so I was actually contacted from a shop down in Houston about coming down to one of their events on the 22nd of June, so here in just a couple weeks, and showing off my Vanderhall along with some of the other guys that I follow on the Facebook page or that follow me on YouTube or whatever, you know, we talk. But some of those guys are going to be down there, and then having me come down to talk about the Vanderhall and my experience with it so far, and then maybe, you know, bounce some ideas back and forth between those guys and me and future owners potentially. But either way, I thought it was pretty cool that I got invited down to have like a little 10x10 booth area there, and, you know, kind of talk about the Vanderhall. So I'm going to do that. So it'll be the first like real long road trip. You know, it's 4.5, almost 5 hours to get there. Thankfully, this thing already has cruise control installed in it. Autopilot, you get it. So that'll be useful. But again, it'd be cool if I had a top for that. But, you know, what are you going to do? I plan on mostly driving as the sun is setting. I'm going to be, you know, I'll probably have to leave work that day, maybe a little early, so I'm not getting down there at midnight. But, you know, it'll be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. And so that's kind of it for today. I just wanted to talk to you about, you know, taking my sweet pool noodles off of here and getting an update on where we're at on the top for this thing. And yeah, so we'll see what we can do next week. I got the yellow tint for the headlights ordered. I'm doing it, and nobody said anything about should or shouldn't I do yellow headlights, but I think it's gonna look cool, so I'm going for it. If it looks terrible, I'll take it off. Yeah, so that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Sivo, blank Coca Matron. I'm on Coca Matron, Coca Matron, Coca Matron, Coca Matron, Coca Matron.